going to do the same standing poses with a bit of a twist, placing some others, but we're starting from the front of the mat. This will be more challenging from when we did it in the front of the room, and we'll add a little bit more poses. So come to the front of the mat, feet together, arms by your side, and take a deep inhale. We'll bring our arms up to the ceiling, open our feet hip distance apart. This is upward hands. Extended upward hands. Soften your knees, pull your tummy in, and bend your head forward, lifting your tummy to the ceiling, but pressing your feet down, opposite direction. If your hands are high up here, that is fine. Do not be discouraged. Pull your tummy in and continue to straighten the legs, tightening the muscles into the bone, and your torso will eventually drop. Take a deep breath in and out your nose and take that nice deep bend in your hip and knees. Place your hands wide as your shoulders. Step your right leg, then your left. This is Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to integrate the standing poses here. Stick your left heel down to the floor and really reach back with the outer left leg and the right leg back and up. So as you push that outer left leg back behind you, the right leg go up to the ceiling. And take a deep inhale, roll onto the ball of your left foot, lift up your tummy, walk that right foot forward between your hands. Remember triangle, Trikonasana. Take your hand on your shin, top arm above bottom arm. And the goal here was to get the chest forward, remember? So we can adjust the hands on the shin. If you can go down and still maintain the turn of the chest, keeping the head and spine straight, that's wonderful. Here is a warrior two again. Virabhadrasana 2. I adjust my feet a little wider, turn my navel around a bit more, look over my middle finger, and remember we're gauging these poses on 30 seconds or more. Take a deep breath, and from there we did the reverse warrior, remember that? We press the back heel and we sink that front hip down, extending the side body. And then from the extension of that side body, arm is straight. We keep that extension and we reached out. We placed our forearm or fingertips or palm. Find out what's best for you. Side flank. The back heel press to give the origin of the pose and stabilize, and then the arm pull out of the heel. So all the way, one straight line up the leg over the side of the body. From here, we had came up back to warrior two. We're going to do something different now. We'll turn our belly, turn our back foot, and hop it in, shortening the distance between front and back foot. It's about 3 feet apart, could even be 3.5. Turn your entire navel around to face your front thigh. The heel of your front foot line up with the arch or the heel of the back. Turn the belly button around and then drop your head down. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. The back leg is rotating inward. The front leg is rotating out. So one leg is doing one thing and the other is doing the other. And drop your head. We're going to take a twisted triangle now. The belly lift, the feet becomes anchored even more, and the left hand touch the outer right shin, pushing that outer leg in. My right hand touch my sacrum, my hips squeeze together, and take your time. Take your time. Try to wobble and find that balance. Rotate the top shoulder up and above that bottom shoulder. Some of you can go down enough to touch the floor, as long as the chest does what? Faces forward. Pick up the top arm. This is a twisted triangle pose. Breathe in and out your nose. You may fall in and out of it. That's fine. Pull in your belly, squeeze your hips, press your feet, and unravel. Place in the right hand down, left hand down. Draw your belly around more and drop your head to your shin. Take a deep inhale. Bend your front knee and the knee again. You're trying to get that right angle. Take up that back foot, turn it, and sink the hip down some more. We're going into twisted side flank. Now I have to turn and sink that hip. I want you to keep the back foot off the floor today, but stiffen the back leg. If you can't balance, just put the back knee on the floor. The hand again is on the sacrum, and you're trying to get the deepest twist you can, rotating the shoulder back. Then, arm over your ear. You can straighten the back leg. If it doesn't come for you today, tomorrow is another day. Sink it and place it on the floor. Unravel gently. Place the hands on the floor. Straighten the back leg. Get on the heel of the front. Press your hands wide as your shoulders and do a downward dog. The downward dog become your resting pose here. It really is the place where you take a deep breath and you drop the head and you straighten the leg. You breathe in and out your nose. You press between your thumb and index. And as you take your 30 seconds or more here in your downward dog, you will dig down with your right heel and take the left leg back and up. Now the outer right leg must push back as well. Take a deep breath and bend the knee, pulling in your belly, pushing down with your hands. Walk your feet, your foot forward. Remember triangle, we're doing it here. Back heel press and straighten the leg, external rotation. Remember, you can touch your shin up here. As long as the chest is doing what? I heard you facing forward. That bottom hand go down underneath the top hand. You can press the palm, press in the feet, buttock bone forward. That's your Trikonasana. You can look down for your dristi. You can look forward for your dristi. Or you can look up. Find out which one feels right for your neck. From here, we bend that front hip. Remember that? And as we bend our front hip, fabulous warrior two. Now notice the back of my pose now. It's a little different from when you see me from the front. This buttock bone must push down, flesh down, and the bone forward towards the front. This back leg should push back. And we reverse warrior here. Front hip is sitting down. Breathe in through the nose, arms straight. And keep that opening to reach forward. It could be the forearm or the fingertips or the palm, top arm. The press of the back heel anchors down and you stretch the top arm away from it. One line of energy through the entire side body. From here, we will turn our entire chest to face the floor, roll up onto our back foot, and remember pulling our belly in, slide the foot in. In other words, I want you to shorten the stance to about 3 feet or 3.5 feet apart. We pull up our belly and we twist the chest, the spine, front of the spine, come laying over the leg. Continue to breathe through the entire practice. Inhale, exhale. We're now going to go into triangle twisted. So it's the twisted triangle. Pavrita Trikonasana. Take your belly in. This bottom hand now must go on the outer edge of your front foot. Take your time. Squeeze your hips together. Turn your navel around to the left. You can touch the floor if that's possible for you. Top hand. Remember my hand was here first? My shoulder roll back. And then the top hand above the ears, above the shoulder. Breathe. From twisted triangle, take a deep breath. Stay on the ball of the back foot. And literally, you can give yourself more room. Sink that front hip. We're going into our twisted side flank. Now you see what it looks like on this side. I sink my hip down. I twist my navel. Remember, you can always put that back knee on the floor. Breathe in the nose, out the nose, top arm over the ear, and the knees pushing into your arm towards the little toe side still. You can straighten the back leg from here, or you're welcome to just keep the knee on the floor. 30 seconds or more. Good luck. Start with 1 second, 2 second, and increase as you go. Unravel, hands on the floor, and we are stepping back to our Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget to breathe. You need the breath to move through the body. It's like the gasoline in the car. Now take your knees to the floor. Touch your toes together behind you. And guess where we're going? Child's pose. The frontal hip bone, the head of the femur, where my hands are, they're trying to stay down heavily. Your lumbar, that's your lower back. You round it, your upper back, round it, and drop your head, the hairline, to the floor. The arms wrap around your legs and come up. And then you take Shavasana, corpse pose. The way we did it last time, same thing. You sit, you stick your sacrum under and get back on your forearms. Lay the spine down, extend through the heel, and relax the leg. Extend through the other heel, relax the leg. Turn the shoulder blades under and relax the arms. Turn them out. Close your eyes. Breathe in and out your nose. Big breath. Smile from deep within. And begin a mantra. Run it internally in your mind. The last mantra we did in the last set of standing poses. The infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind solve all my issues all the time. I love that one. Infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind solve all my issues all the time. Smile, guys. Smile from your heart. Pull the eyes into the back of the skull and gaze into your heart. Imagine seeing the pumping of the blood in your heart and settle your entire body into the floor. Again, remember to stay in Shavasana for 7 minutes and up. And when you come out, you will bend your knees and you will hug yourself deeply. And once you've hugged yourself, you roll over to either side and you rest yourself into a fetal position. You push your hands into the floor and your elbow and you sit up. And remember, you always say, thank you, arigato. You must acknowledge yourself. And you bow. Namaste. I honor my divine state, my state of peace, my state of love, and my state of joy. Namaste. So that was another little short unit of standing poses, a little more difficult coming from the front of the mat and also having the twists involved.